She spent 22 years traveling around the world as a principal ballerina, featured artist, master teacher, and lecturer with the Dance Theater of Harlem under the direction of legendary founder Arthur Mitchell. From the inception, that's called ETH's Kennedy Center Community Outreach Residency in Washington, D.C. She was a master teacher and adjudicator for the groundbreaking and innovative community-focused program. Brown's immediate transition from active performer with ETH was the Director of Education at the Atlanta Ballet Center for Dance Education. Background as master teacher includes teaching classes, workshops at colleges, universities, and dance schools throughout Eastern and Western Europe, North and Central America, and South Africa. Is there any place else?
Greenland.
Oh, Greenland.
Okay.
Ms. Brown has been certified as ABT's teacher at pre-primary. She is certified in the first and second, third years. I don't know the syllabus with John White and Bryn Mawr in Pennsylvania. She reinforced motor function for ballet application, and has recently founded the On Point Plus Dance Mastery Institute, a division of Arena. Thanks for that. Offering coaching classes for dancers utilizing new computerized motion analysis technology and accelerating learning techniques. Prior to joining the University of the Arts in Philadelphia as assistant professor for dance, 2017. 6 years as artistic director of arts, including New York Institute of Dance Education, Harriet Tubman Freedom Award in 2010, and the New York Dance and Performance Award for the New York Dance and Performance Award. The sustained achievement in performance as a company member with Paradigm Dance Legends in concert. She has been executive director for Garth Fagan Dance in Rochester, New York. Ballet Wichita and Wichita, Kansas, where she and Black choreographers play. In celebration of Juneteenth 2020, Ms. Brown, dancer, close friend, and former dance colleague and benefactor, the late Melanie Tomlinson. And the studio also honors the legacy of the late DTH. In the fall of 2020, she was hired as the new assistant professor of ballet. So, welcome here.
Thank you. I have my own mic and all that stuff. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm honored to be a 2023 Early Faculty Award recipient. Thank you, Emeritus College, and welcome. We'll show you how I observed Ananda Ray's concept of the Quimera method ritual dance, where I'm still assimilating what I've learned. Most of the words are hers, and the images shown and imagined are designed by me to illustrate where I am now in my understanding of how innovative yet familiar this work is and how it can transform. Inaugural member of Project Absoluta, a dance company specifically for dancers who have retired from their career as principal dancers in a professional company and who have an interest in performing in project-oriented adventures. So these women are the founding members of Absoluta. Christina Johnson danced with ETH for a total of 13 years. She's an original mistress in Complexions Contemporary Ballet and holds a Master of Fine Arts in Dance from College University in collaboration with the American Dance Festival, the Foresight Company, and Frankfurt University of Music and Performing Arts in Germany. In 2011, award-winning choreographer and artistic director Ananda Ray retired from a 30-year career in which her company, Moving Arts Dance, received standing ovations on tours of 9 countries, performing in over 50 cities and producing nearly 300 dance concerts under her tenure. In retirement, she began to pursue a latent interest in ritual dance, shamanic dance, that evokes a spiritual connection. Her interest was in creating a performance form that evoked the power of ritual dance, not performances that looked like ritual, but actual rituals performed in artistic fashion. It did not exist, and so she began to research and study how dance heals through the study of rituals and ceremonies, ultimately founding the Quimera method ritual dance. And Karen Brown, you heard a little bit about me, but I wanted to share that one of the reasons that the project as I designed it, which was that we would bring Ananda Ray to UMKC in the fall, and then this spring we would have a choreographed work. I was fortunate enough to receive a choreographic fellowship in New York City at School of American Ballet. And instead of bringing her here, I learned the creation from Carmen de Lavallade, and I'm one of the first artists who have been given the blessing and opportunity to do that. So we'll do the Quimera method next year. But Carmen just turned 93, so we just kind of put that in there really quickly. So that fellowship was given to me by Sean McLeod of the New York Institute of Dance and Education and Reaching for Higher Ground Consulting. And the fellowship was held at the School of American Ballet, the official school of New York City Ballet. And I used this first to learn the creation from Carmen de Lavallade and her son, Leo Holder. Our goals at the project are 1 to 4 project-based performances annually, to create new works to tour nationally and internationally, and to create community outreach through Project Absoluta. So now in phase 1 of Project Absoluta, each individual, after funding their travel to Northern California in May of 2023, that's where the award came in. The Emeritus College award of $1,000 covered my travel and lodging expenses. We met at the Isis Oasis Sanctuary, a sanctuary dedicated to Our Lady of 10,000 Names, a retreat center and animal sanctuary guided by the divine feminine. So this is the temple that we're in. And this magnificent tree, our inaugural year of training, certification, and performance began on the same grounds as this magnificent tree. We started with a 1-week creation retreat to rehearse and learn the Quimera method. I became intrigued by the idea of the Quimera method ritual dance, especially the part about not having to remember choreography. I can't believe that was a skill that I had perfected so wonderfully that when I started dancing again, years like maybe 20 years break, it seemed like I couldn't remember the choreography. So when she talked to me about that, I was like, yeah, great, I'll try it if I don't have to try to remember. So the Quimera method ritual dance is a fusion of ballet, modern, and ritual dance forms. The basic tenet is that dance is innate in all humans, and that if we can set our minds free of the lexical thinking required to memorize steps, we can more quickly enter the realm of dance in which one's authentic self has an opportunity to express itself beyond anything the mind could think. The quest therein is how to create unified choreography without memorizing steps. Quimera method is an innovative training and performance form that builds skills for dancers to perform in unison movement without memorizing steps. Methods in the form build skills that allow performers to dance the same dance together with the same structure and intention while performing it completely differently each night. These dances are living, evolving expressions. About what ceremonies and rituals in dance. So the classes in dance technique by themselves are ritual. I mean, often I'll say to a student who has had something going on in their life that is disconcerting. I'm just like, check it at the door, come in, come to the bar and do a ballet. And that kind of suspends the reality for a minute, puts you in a space where you really feel good. And then you can sometimes come up with a great solution to whatever it was that was bothering you. A ceremony is more of a formal occasion where people gather toward a shared experience. Both of these words have a spiritual connotation relating to or affecting the human soul. Harnessing this focus in our training and performance, dancers drop deeply into the full expression of their humanness. This creates the presence of truth in performance. And when performers can dance from this place, audiences respond in amazing ways. Witnesses experience movements that they see. When movement is authentic, witnesses' mirror neurons begin to fire, and mirror neurons are brain cells that respond equally when we perform an action, when we witness someone else perform the same action. Ritual and ceremony are concepts that are embraced in Quimera method to create performances that audiences experience. As these dances are witnessed, audiences feel them. They evoke memories and feelings that are familiar. And this form can even create healing for traumatic experiences, create self-acceptance, and allow audiences to feel understood on levels that they may not have experienced. So I'd like to tell you about some of the systems that we used. One of them was called movement landscapes. Created through necessity, movement landscapes make it possible to bring together local dancers and communities where the company tours to teach roles for a dance that could be learned in 1 hour and to have them perform it with us that night. Performance mapping is the skeleton for the dance that is to be performed. It is the set of directions of the dance without any choreographed steps. It creates a timeline for what is to happen when, for the expressive journey of the dance, and for the journey of the dance from beginning to end. Performance mapping is very specific, including such directions as all dancers turn extremely slowly in unison and then begin to walk forward. It does not define how the dancers move, but rather it defines what they are to accomplish and directs the journey of the dance. And then there's situational awareness, and awareness of everything that is happening on the stage and their relationship to it must be utilized every moment of the dance. To best accomplish the goals of a movement landscape, there are several ritual experiences that develop situational awareness and training in these forms, and in addition to intuitive technique, build that makes these dances so powerful. These include rituals called the leaf, which is energetic mapping. And that would be if Christina was doing a movement like this, I could do it faster or slow, right? Flocking, I think I taught someone flocking in November, which is whatever I do, you simultaneously attune to whatever I'm doing with the decisions that I'm making. There's also shadowing, building an awareness of movement themes that are developing, and seeing, peripheral eyesight development. So this picture here is an example of mirroring or flocking. I'm not sure how much time you want me to go. I have a video now, or I can go into a response from an audience member of what they saw. The video is 8 minutes. Just imagine that you saw it and it was fabulous. And I'm going to let you hear what the people who did see it said. It'll be the same kind of thing. All right, so what I will do is I will read the review. So, The Moment We Knew, choreographed by Ananda Ray. This is the review from the Arizona Dance Festival. So we set this ballet, and then she took it and set it on some other dancers to premiere because it is about her relationship, that 52-year relationship between two women. One of them is living with cancer, and now it's who's supporting whom as they go on this journey together. The reviewer says, "For me, the standout performance of this event was this moving tribute to the passing of yet another pillar of the dance community, Diane McNeil Hunt. It was artfully constructed by her close friend, choreographer Ananda Ray, and beautifully performed by her artistic peers, Lisa Chow and Renee Davis. In contrast to previous memorials, which featured a solo performer, Ray constructed this as a duet, which added another entire dimension to our perception. Here, we saw grief as a shared experience. Beginning with the touching moment of the first awareness of the tragedy, the whispered message on stage without knowing its exact content took us immediately to the crushing reality of the knock on the door, the phone call in the middle of the night. We observed the shock, felt the near collapse, and the immediate surrender of the performers into each other's arms. So this next slide, I'm going to go forward, Jacob, please, to here. This is just a minute. Audience members' response: witnesses experience movements that they see. When movement is authentic, these neurons begin to fire. And her comment is an exact
us and bring to the temple and all the to the temple and all the work that you do. I'm so gratified by both of you coming and bringing these incredible dimensions here. So I thank you, I honor you,
Thank you.
I bless you. May all your ventures and efforts be richly rewarded in all senses.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. That's been wonderful. Appreciate
What
you.
is really rich for an audience
I need
is the experience of not only being in the presence of art and your years of skill you acquired and expression, but that mere experience, you know, that we are here, whether we have touched any dance ever or self-expression.
Right.
It's just a mirror into self.
Yeah.
And having the privilege of having that mirror experience without acquiring all of your skill. So it's like you're another me in what you're being
That's interesting.
experienced.
Yeah. That feels good.
And that's an incredible intimacy for an audience, for a witness, to use that better word, the witness. To be a witness where you're not only seeing you and experiencing and living, breathing what you're being transferred about, but that mirror experience. You're another me, I'm another you.
Yeah.
So well said.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
he and the woman there said the quote that, I mean, the passage that I read about the mirror neurons in the brain cells, it pretty much just said exactly that's what they felt. So it was a pretty really unique experience. I mean, as I look at the video, I can see my own ballet resistance to this process and how, yeah, you know, I had to really work through and I was like, I need a bar, I need a blah, blah, blah. And they're like, just relax, just relax. We're just going, you know, it's easy, this part. So I'm really eager. We come together, our future goals, I can't click to the next thing yet. All right, so our future goals, we are meeting in March over spring break at the Jessye Norman School of the Arts in Augusta, Georgia. It's my hometown. So we'll do another creation week there. And then we are planning, actually just booked our hotel for the Edinburgh Festival, Fringe Festival in Edinburgh, Scotland, in August. And then I am going to, in the next cycle, set of work on the students here at UMKC using the Quimera method. I thank you so much for your attention today. If there's any questions, if we have time for that, I'm willing to answer, but you've been really a wonderful audience. Thank you.
Thank you.